Hello my people, welcome back to the second Q&A. You can consider this kind of one of the specials of me kind of coming back from my YouTube channel as I've been gone for a pretty long time. I told you guys to ask me some questions in the Q&A chat on my Discord server, which by the way is in the description if you'd like to join it. You can still ask some questions if you have any questions, because I do plan on doing another Q&A after. I have enough questions for this video, but just keep in mind, really it's not a variety of people who ask them, but they did ask a lot of questions. So I am going to cover it for a video. Hope you enjoy. Are there any more games you plan on streaming or making a series on? I hate to break it to you, Dino Nugget, but I'm actually trying to kind of drift away from the video games on my channel. I'm still going to play some of my most favorite, like Splatoon, Celeste, and Minecraft, although I'm not doing much Minecraft right now. But as you said about streaming, I do plan on streaming those kind of more than I am actually making videos. I want to try to do some more in real life stuff on my channel, as I just realized I kind of enjoy doing that more anyway. But video games are still very fun, and I never want to just completely ditch that. So once I get streaming working out, it's still kind of a mess right now, but once I do, I will be streaming a lot more games for you guys, hopefully. I have a question. What is your least favorite game and tell us why? I feel like for this question, it's only fair to judge games that I've actually played, because I can't really have a least favorite if I've never really played it to compare it. So there really isn't many games that I have played a while to know the game, but then I still really hate them. But I do have one in mind, and I know you said to tell us why, but I'm pretty sure Fortnite kind of goes without explanation. I'm just gonna say already, we have a lot of questions from Feather. Do you like mushrooms and onions on your cheeseburgers? Believe it or not, that's one of the only two things I would actually not want on my cheeseburger that may normally go on it, but pretty much everything else on a cheeseburger I would like. If you were to visit a foreign country, which one would it be? Honestly, I have really not ever been too fond of ever wanting to go to a different country, but I guess if I were to visit one, it would probably be I don't know, Mexico sounds pretty cool. What's the best Splatoon hairstyle? Now, they have no gameplay changes, so I'm assuming you just mean the coolest one. I'd say for an Inkling boy, this one. For an Inkling girl, this one. For an Octoling boy, this one. And for an Octoling girl, this one, I suppose. Favorite console? For me, it's the DS. Nice. The DS is pretty good, and so is the 3DS, but I'm gonna be honest, I think I just like the Switch more. Let's be real, there's a lot of stupid stuff about the Switch. I could go on about that forever, but I still think it's just a good console. And when I say good, I mean cool and fun, not graphically and technically and all that stuff. Obviously the other consoles would be better with that, but I just, I like the Switch. It's cool. What do you prefer, console gaming or PC gaming? I am really not particular or really set on a certain way to play games. I will just play a game on whatever I have, really not complain about it. I would say I would prefer console only because of the controllers. Just because I have not had a PC long enough to actually be good at keyboard games that involve keyboard and mouse movement. I suck at that. But really when it comes to gaming with me, it mostly depends on the game itself and not what I'm playing it on. I will play Minecraft on a smart fridge. It will still be Minecraft and it will be cool. And if you do like console gaming, which brand do you prefer? Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo? I'm just used to Nintendo. Anytime I'm on an Xbox or PlayStation, my brain just is not working. I'm what is going on? While they are probably better, I'm just used to Nintendo, and that's kind of just how I roll. And I'm sure many Nintendo users are like that. But I can guarantee you Xbox or PlayStation is probably a better decision. Unless you're like Mario. Okay, time to speedrun a bunch of Feather questions. Do you like macarons? Have you ever had a macaron? Yes, I do like macarons. However, I've never had one before. Are there any foods you under no circumstance will never eat? Anytime I'm asked about what foods I like or hate, I can never really just put one in my head and answer. Only ones I can think of right now is nothing. Do you have any particular feelings about processed cheese? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what that is or what the difference it is between normal cheese. Are you talking cottage cheese? Because I like cottage cheese. Or milk. What's been the hardest level in a video game for you? When you talk about levels, I usually think of Mario, and then I kind of realize that, yeah, that's kind of the only games that I really have gone far enough to get to, their hardest levels. So I'm talking, Darker Side and Mario Odyssey have beaten that. Champions Road and Mario 3D World and Land. And literally every single freaking level on this game. Just because the controls are so freaking bad. And yes, all these games I just mentioned, I have 100% completed. I don't know if someone asked you this question before, but why did you start YouTube? YouTube. It's kind of always just been something that I've found interesting, like I've wanted to make my own content, mostly for my own desire. It just sounded cool to me. The whole wanting to start a community thing kind of came later. What was the video you have the most fun making? I've kind of realized that most videos that I have really fun making is ones that I can be really creative with and things that I haven't been doing for a long time. For example, Back to School was really fun to make kind of right when I started it. Something like Minecraft or Splatoon was kind of boring to edit because it's like I've done this so many times. Also, Q&A videos like this one are pretty fun to edit, and also Discord Chaos, kind of. That does get old though. But the video that I probably had the most fun making ever, and this is the only one on the top of my head right now, is probably killing a sheep. I will give no further context. Okay, Feather question speedrun again. Am I interested in art? Visual art is one of those things I've always been pretty interested in, but not one of those things that I like go out of my way to get really good at, because I kind of really sucked at it. I kind of accepted that art really isn't my thing. If you could live anywhere in the world, where? I love it here, I love my friends and everybody, so I wouldn't want to stay here. However, it doesn't mean I would want to stay exactly where I am. I would want to move closer to the city, because dang, I need better internet, and also closer to my church. What is the best candy? I'm not really a big fan of candy, not really of chocolate either. I know it's weird, but I'm just not. But there definitely is some candies I like, but I'd say the best, in my opinion, would probably be whatever those fruit slice things are called. Favorite movie? I don't have one. I think I said something like this in the last Q&A, but I just really do not watch many movies. Too complicated for my brain most of the time. I didn't even fully understand the Super Mario movie. What things do I find pretty? Usually a guy doesn't really say that word much, at least a straight guy. But I suppose I honestly mostly find things pretty that like anybody would find pretty, like a sky, flowers, women. Cities or the country? I'm assuming you're talking about like where I'd like to be, like live. And I don't think I'd want to be directly in a city, but I'd love to be like near a city, like a decent sized city, not like a capital or anything, but nothing small where I can't even find a Walmart. But I'd only want to be on the outskirts of it just so I can still have the qualities of living in the country. As I've said before, I need better internet. My internet's garbage. Last one for Feather for now. If you did a tour, where are some places you would want to hit? I don't think about this stuff. This is like so far ahead of my life. Assuming I even get big enough as a band. Bro, we haven't even published a song yet. I'm not thinking about going on tour. Best YouTube channel that isn't a Splatoon based one. I don't know, I haven't really watched YouTube in a long time. Let me just name off most of my subscriptions that are not Splatoon based. Sieve Gaming, CJA and Smalland. I don't think they've done Splatoon. Point Crow, Lil Curbs, Waddles, Luke the Notable. Ice Cream Sandwich, however, he doesn't even do gaming. J-Perm, he does Rubik's Cube stuff. Crackback, I love Crackback. Geometry Dash YouTubers like Woolsey and Juniper. Parrot Dash does Celeste. Red Hot Chili Peppers. And of course Zoikus. Woo! Michael Reeves, a very random one. Terminal Montage. I also like the Game Theorist. And that's all my non-Splatoon subscriptions that I'm willing to tell you. Best mobile app? Probably Discord, I guess. Gibby or Stella? Oh, I have to choose. Nah, bro, Scarlet.